Hello, this is Ben Turner speaking, and I'll be showing you a demonstration of my database. There are several things that I will cover in this session. I will be showing you the ERD I modeled the database on. I will be showing you the database, which is made up of 13 tables, and I will be going through them individually. Then I will show you my stored procedures, and lastly I will show you my front end of the database, which is the create, read, update, delete, which I made within Java. Firstly, let's have a look at the entity relationship diagram. The entity relationship diagram has 13 entities which all have certain attributes that will relate to the tables when the database is created. The names of these entities are offices, admin staff, manager, instructor, manager roles, clients, address, car, calendar, written test, interviews, practical test, and lesson. Now we can move on to the database. As you can see, my database is called Driving School. When we click on Driving School, you will see 13 tables which have the entities' names. As we click on a table, we will go inside the table and see the entities, the relationships of which the column names are now called. As you can see, the database has already been filled with obligatory data. As we go through the tables, as you can see, each table is filled with obligatory data. Now that we have seen the database itself, we can now move on to the stored procedures. Stored procedures are an easy way of repeating SQL commands, and it is simple to create a stored procedure. Just simply click and add new procedure, then type in the SQL command you wish to query. So to get to stored procedures, we just click on routines, and then all my stored procedures are there. As you can see, each stored procedure executes a different SQL command. If we go into edit, you will see the SQL syntax in there ready to go. Each SQL routine has a different SQL syntax in. So for example, if we just click average miles driven, we will get the average miles driven from a car. And then if we click the date of interviews conducted by an instructor, we will get the date of the interviews by a given instructor. I will now go through each of one of these. I'll now show the syntax for each one of these. Now that you have seen my stored procedures, I can now show you my front end CRUD. I made my CRUD in Java in NetBeans. The way my CRUD works is it is set up within forms. So when you click on a form, like so, an interface opens up. So we run the interface, and it connects to my localhost database. And as you can see now, it has been occupied with the data from my database. So we'll just close this down. I'll choose a better one. This one's better. Wait for it to load. And then it occupies with data from my database. As you can see, if we quickly go to the database and go to cars, it matches everything that's in the cars. So say if we want to add a new one, add a new data entry, we go on new and then we type 10. Ford Escort. No. And then, as you can see, it has occupied the 10th column. So then we go save, refresh, and it is in there. So if we refer back to the database, and then we refresh the database, as you can see, the entry has been entered into the database. And if we refer back to the Java, this works for every form. So say if we go onto admin staff, and then run file, wait for it to load. It occupies the data, and then we could also delete data from the database with this. So if we click on J Layman and then delete, refresh, delete, save, refresh, and then we go into admin staff on the database. J Layman is no longer there. So we can actually delete data from the database through the front end. And then if you want to update entry, you just click on it, and then date, and then you click save, refresh, and then refer back to the database, refresh. As you can see, the data entry has been changed, and then if we want to refer back to the operations again. No, not the operations, sorry. The routines. Then uh, select registration of cars with no faults. The Ford Escort seems to be in there. Yep, there we go. That's all I've got to show today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.